Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Over the middle, it's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, Not what they were seeking.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here's Allen to throw it. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Ready? 55. Hey, eat. Here it comes. Switch. Let's go.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Push him back. Be fair.
Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go. 70. Indy. 80 weapon. Hey. It's just me and you. 2.
On second down now, it's Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Get that quarterback. And all talk. Check hot route. Check go.
On third down, Rivers. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
56 is the mic. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check 37. Check 37. Ready.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and
7-7, our score after 1.
with the score time 7-7.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. From the gun, Rivers lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Come on, dude. Topper, hit it.
Cook following the penalty. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yes.
Now a run with Cook. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on third down, Rivers finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Check three. Big out. Check 52.
Elliott running right, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
56. Crunch. Switch. 52.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and got his man complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready? Check Mike 54. Five wide.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, Charlie.
54. Mike 54.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Let's go, let's go.
Take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Pick the edge. Go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Now.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. They go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check nine. Hey, watch it.
Go. Get it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Rivers now from the 50. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Okay, ready?
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Guys,
Yep.
situation. Let's go. Watch it.
Now.
On first down, here's Breida.
Check.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Kill.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike, 56.
Play action now, Rivers. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Go!
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Check.
Slam.
Hey!
Motion.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Bound to lose one.
Rivers on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Set, ready? 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 61, Max.
They go play action. Rivers. Flushed out right. Going for it. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Play fake. Rivers going deep for Diggs. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Recon, 132 fighter.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and more.
Here we go. 50, plant.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Showing up.
80 weapon. Get it.
On play action, Rivers. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Breida, he'll try to right side. The 20. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 48 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day. Check.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Topper!
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Off the play fake, Rivers. And he finds a man, it's Olsen. They get 14 there, 1st down Vikings.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards, down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Go.
One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They run with Breida. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 31.
Allen. The battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. Cooper was the target there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Yo, go, go.
59, Mike to 59. Man up.
Now Cook running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
General West.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Joseph now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was. Nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Rivers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 19-yard line. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I know he ain't got it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Pilot, 64, weak. They go.
Rivers here to throw. Escaping and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.